Now, is it worth it to do a PhD, especially when you are a nurse? And how is your specific journey like? I mean, your PhD journey. You're very well, you're very warmly welcome to my channel. My name is Ree. I'm an African nurse studying for a PhD in Switzerland. On this channel, I speak about my specific PhD journey, and I would like to welcome you on board. Feel free, grab whatever you can grab, and sit back and listen to me if you have the time. And now, today's video, I'm gonna continue talking about where I left before or where I left last time. I have done several videos. I think about 3 videos talking about my PhD journey. And so please, if you haven't watched them, um, you can search me on YouTube, Re the Explorer, and you'll find my channel. And please do have a watch because I have spoken about what I've been doing the last few weeks or the last few months. And today I would like to continue from there. Now, I had told you that I was doing a module. It's called epidemiology. It's part of my PhD. You know, I'm doing a structured PhD program where I have a research project, but also I need to take classes. I need about 12 ECTs or points, and so there's a specific way how those points are calculated. So like how many hours one needs to attain one point, that's something I can talk about later. But in general, I need 12 points, and so I'm doing those studies, so the academics, and on the side of that I'm doing the research project. So I'm basically talking about the academic part, like what modules I'm taking, and how many points I've attained so far, at least for now. In the future, in the coming videos, I will be also addressing my research project, what I'm doing in terms of the research project, where I stand and all that. So I will talk about all those things. But for now, I would like to go back to the module that I was doing, epidemiology module. So I told you that it was structured in a certain way I really liked, where we had very short inputs, like theoretical inputs of about 45 minutes during morning hours, and then 45 minutes in the afternoon, and the rest of the time in the morning and in the afternoon we used to do our project work. And so that module, I managed to complete it successfully. It's now past tense, it's behind me. We did it successfully. And I have to say that it was very intense, and I'm happy that it's now behind me. It took a whole 3 days from my weeks, and it was so intense. We had to read and of course learn a lot and do a lot on the research project, but I also learned a lot um, regarding pedagogics, but also the content of the course was really enriching. If I can just summarize what was in this course, or what were the main topics in the epidemiology model that I just finished. The main topics were research designs, so epidemiological research designs. We learned all those. We did, yeah, of course, all that you need to know about a research design. We did that. We also did specifically a research project that included conducting or designing and conducting a randomized controlled trial, which was very, very exciting and something I had not done before. And so for me, this was a very good learning point. One of the other key topics that we learned were like confounding and how to deal with those. So if you have done research, you know what I mean by confounding and how to overcome or how to mitigate confounding. And the last main topic was about effect modifiers. So I wouldn't go into that because if you have knowledge about epidemiology, I know you know. If you know, you know. But if you have a question about that, please write me in the comment section and I'll be happy to address. Or if you would like to know more about that or more about what I've said, please write me and I will respond in the comment section. And now that module is done, so as I told you, my PhD program has this the structured part, like the academic part, and the research project part. And so while I was doing that module on the side of the academics, I was going on with the side of my research project, whereby I'm doing data analysis on the side. So, but I don't get enough time to do data analysis, and I hope that now the module is finished, and before the next semester, I will have some time in between to really focus on my data analysis before I go into taking more modules. So during the time that I was doing that module, I was also putting together the so-called PhD committee. So every PhD student in my program needs to put together a PhD committee. And the committee, I don't know about the other PhD programs, but in my specific PhD program, I needed to put together a team of 4 people. So like 4 PhD committee members. One of those should be my direct supervisor, so the supervisor of the research project. In this case, this is my employer. In my case, it's my employer, but in your case, it could be someone else, or it could be structured in a different way. So I put together a committee of my direct supervisor, who is my employer, the chair of the committee, who should be from my university, the university where I'm taking the academic things, a member from that university, and an external member from anywhere. This can be from anywhere, but it has to be somebody who is in the academia and somebody who probably knows a bit about your research area or your research interests, or who has enough knowledge to support you through your PhD journey. So this committee of 4 members, so it includes all these people are people who have the capacity to award PhDs. Not every professor has the capacity or is allowed to offer PhDs or to award PhDs. In my case, I needed to put together a team of professors who have the right to award a PhD. And so all of these are professors. So for example, my direct supervisor is the one that designed the project. So it's her project and I'm part of it. So she really has the knowledge, the overall knowledge of the research project. The chair of the committee is a professor at the university where I take the academics. And so and this is somebody from the nursing discipline, so really directly relevant to my profession. And then one member who is a medical doctor, it's somebody who is also interested a lot in my project, in my research project. So it's it's somebody who has an interest, and so having an interest means the person has the motivation to really support me through my research project, or my PhD uh, thing. And then finally, the external member. This member is a professor from another university in another country, from Netherlands, and she has written a lot of papers about almost the same topic like I am addressing for my PhD. So all these people have either have a specific interest, or a specific, or directly, or they have a direct knowledge or knowledge base regarding my research project. So I'm hoping that with this team, I'll be able to really move forward in my PhD journey. This team of 4 members is not really only involved into the research project, but they are involved. They are like my core team. They are like my core drivers in this PhD journey. So I will move with them throughout my journey, whereby they are there to support me, to correct me, to put me right back on track, to give me, professional and intellectual and any other support that I may need. My role is actually just to be able to know what I need, and to present to them or ask them, because yeah, they need, they don't have, or they don't know, they don't have specific roles or specific um, roles and responsibilities. I will have to define my needs and present them to them, whereby they will be able to support me in whatever way. um, so my first meeting with them was held. Every PhD student needs to hold one PhD committee meeting every year, like once per year. And so I have been so lucky to have held mine already. And so in that meeting, we decided that I will have to work on several things, like defining milestones for the next year, and all these things have already done all that we discussed. So the main thing, the most important thing that we discussed was that I needed to define milestones for the next year before our next meeting, and all of them would sign that document, and the document is called a PhD agreement. So in that PhD agreement, you have the milestones, and you have other nitty-gritties that are relevant to your PhD. And I kind of like this way so much that we have this committee like a watchdog, like they are there to see that things are really moving to the right direction, or in the right direction. And so I really like the way it is, this PhD program is structured. It's really structured in a way that you have the support, you have to drive that support yourself, and you can't really miss the point, because you have all the support that you need. You just need to be able to say what you need, or to tell the people, to tell the team what you need. And of course, it's not that easy that I would say, tell the team I need this, and they will solve it. I have to put in a lot of work. I have to do the work myself. There's a lot of work, like the academics, like the research project and everything. So there is really a lot to do. But I like that there at least is a group of people that are there to see that I succeed. I'm really grateful for that. So what did we discuss really during that meeting? I told you the main thing was to discuss the milestones, but actually the main thing was to present to the committee like the research project and the progress, like where I stood or where I stand in my research project, where I stand in the academics, like how many modules have I attended so far, how many credit points have I attained, and how many more modules have I chosen, or how many more modules do I plan to take them when. So for me, from now on, it's very clear like which modules I will take when and how many points I need to attain from those modules. So for me, this is really great that we already have done that, that we know it from now. I still have a couple of years to the end of my PhD, but I like that these things are already defined and structured at the outset. Then we also spoke about the teaching activities. In this PhD program, I need to provide proof of teaching activities where I need to teach students, be it bachelor students or master students, but I can also supervise or review a master or bachelor thesis, and this would also count as a teaching activity. But mainly they require that one engages into teaching activities, and if you're not doing that, you can also engage into clinical activities, and these ones would also count. So if you're doing clinical work, you don't really have to do teaching activities or supervise master and bachelor thesis. So it's like that. Now, what am I doing now? Seems like a lot is going on. Yes, indeed, a lot is going on, like it is in the. Actually, that's how it is in with the PhDs. One has a lot to do. There is no free time. I really hope to have some free time at the end of my PhD. At the moment, there is no free time. But I am dealing with that quite well, despite the stress at home. That's a story for another day. And so at the moment, I am undertaking a writing course. It's called Academic Writing Course, Writing for Publication, or winning the publication game. I'm taking that course, and I have to tell you, it is the best ever course of writing I have attended. And this course is offered at the University of Zurich. I would recommend this course to anybody who intends to write or who is in this journey of the PhD or even the master's or even the bachelor. But if you intend to one day write, this is the best course you can take. The course is offered at the University of Zurich, and in my capacity, I have never published before, but I consider myself a good writer because I've written a lot of essays. Of course, I've written bachelor and master thesis, and I've always had feedback from my professors that my writing was good. But I also feel I like writing. I know about writing. Why I haven't published anything, I cannot tell you. It's something else. That's something else. I don't understand myself as well. But as somebody who has some experience in writing, this course is the best I have ever taken in regards to writing, I mean. And so I'm taking that course, and this course is supposed to earn me some points. So I will earn one ECTS point, and it should be able to help me start publishing, because in my PhD I will need to publish 4 papers at least, and as I plan to start writing my publications next year, I thought that this course would really be key in helping me achieve that goal of writing. And so that's what I've been doing so far. And I'm not planning so many things besides that. As we are now in the Christmas season, the Christmas season has begun, and it's crazy in Switzerland. Here, the tradition is that people buy presents, or rather, on the 24th of December, families meet together. It can be families or friends, or yeah, people meet in the social world. They meet together and have a dinner together. And so, all the way from the beginning of December, so like now, the Christmas mood is in the air. We're eating special Christmas cookies. They are called Quexley, if I said it right, in Swiss German. So we're eating them everywhere, left, right, and center. And there will be a lot of cooking and eating. And people are often expected to buy presents, like we will be meeting, my family will be meeting, and people usually buy presents for each other. To be honest, I really, really, it's not my cup of tea to go around shopping for presents and meeting a lot of people and giving presents. I come from Africa, and what I was used to was, excuse me, sorry for that. I was really used to, over Christmas, we celebrated on the 25th of December, but here they celebrate on the 24th of December. So in Africa, on the 25th of December, we would wake up very early and cook a very special meal. And for us, a special meal could be something like chapati or mandazi, and then put on new clothes and have everybody come together and eat. And so we started in the morning, like with a very good breakfast, like tea, mixed tea, milk tea with chapati or mandazi. And then at lunch, we would have, excuse me, I've been talking too much, my throat is dry. And then at lunch, we would have something like ugali and chicken. And at dinner, it will be the highlight of the Christmas. And so we would again have something like ugali and maybe beef or something like that. So, but I remember I always had some sweet potatoes on the side. So I always had some sweet potatoes, because for me, sweet potatoes are really like my special go-to meal. So anyway, that's Kenya. If you are Kenyan, you know what I'm talking about. And if you're not Kenyan, you can please write me in the comment section and ask me about ugali, chapati, or mandazi, or how Christmas is done in my place. But I will be sharing with you a bit of some clips about how Christmas is in Switzerland in the coming days. So I really thank you for being here this long, a whole 23 minutes, I see. If you like my content, or if you just like to support me and my channel, please hit the like button. Please subscribe, hit the subscription bell, and please watch my other videos about my PhD journey in Switzerland. But I also have videos about some aspects of life in Switzerland on the same channel. Please do me a favor by subscribing. Like that, I will be able to even do more of this kind of content. Thank you very much for being here, and I wish you a very, very nice time and very good Christmas season if you are Christian. And if you're not a Christian, I wish you very good holidays. Okay, bye-bye for now.